Rudy Giuliani did not have a very happy Thanksgiving this week, as just a couple days before the big Thanksgiving feast, Giuliani had to haul himself back into court in front of a federal judge to answer questions as to why he has not turned over all of his assets. You know, Rudy Giuliani, as part of the settlement agreement, not settlement agreement, but he owes Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss $148 million, which he doesn't have. So as part of the court agreement, he basically had to turn over every single thing that he owned to these two women, and he hasn't done it. He tried to tell the judge that I have in fact done this, but his lawyer kind of refuted him and was like, nah, we've turned over like 90% of it. But there was one point during this very contentious hearing that Rudy Giuliani absolutely lost it. And after Giuliani lost it, the judge got super pissed and had to admonish him and basically tell him, shut the hell up and don't talk again in my courtroom. Here is what happened. Giuliani, when the judge had accused him of basically not turning over all of his assets, which his lawyer already admitted to doing, Giuliani tried to refute that, got angry, and yelled out, your implication that I have been not diligent about this is totally incorrect. I don't have a car. I don't have a credit card. I don't have cash. I can't pay my bills, Giuliani exclaimed in court. I have nothing. I don't even have a car. Except that as part of the hearing, they were talking about the 1980 Mercedes that Giuliani still owns. And it's not just a collectible either. It is a car he literally uses. In fact, he rolled up to vote in early November in that antique Mercedes. So it runs, it works, he can use it. You do have a car. So you lied to the judge, bud. That's never a smart move. And the judge knows that because it was widely publicized that, of course, you showed up to vote in this antique car that your lawyers swear is worth less than $4,000. But this prompted the judge to say this. There should be no higher priority for your client right now than complying with the court's order. Period. He then told Giuliani to refrain from speaking in my courtroom unless you are under oath, which is a sign that the judge knows that Giuliani is lying. But if you're not under oath, the judge really can't do a whole heck of a lot about it. So that's why he's telling Giuliani that the next time you speak, it better be under oath so that I know that I am getting the truth from you. Giuliani is, of course, definitely not out of the woods because he is going to have to show up January 16th for a hearing to determine whether or not he has to give up all the assets that he's hiding down here in Florida, including a luxury condominium, as well as lots of sports memorabilia. And if this hearing is any indication, that's probably not going to go very well for him. But to make things even worse, Giuliani had asked the judge to please, let's postpone that January 16th thing because I got to go attend Donald Trump's inauguration, which, of course, the judge refused. And by the way, Giuliani, if you are living in Florida now and you have no money, you have no credit cards, you have no car, how are you going to get from Florida to Washington, D.C. to go to Donald Trump's inauguration, right? Like, maybe you should have thought of that before telling the judge you have nothing and then telling the judge, hey, by the way, I got to go to this big ass party a couple states away. So, you gotta postpone it. But the judge said the defendant's social calendar does not constitute due cause. So the judge was basically like, listen, I understand you got an active social life. I just don't care. I'll see you on January 16th. So that'll be a fun one to keep an eye on, because again, I don't think Rudy Giuliani is going to have a very good day that day. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.